accept the dua of the Mazlumeen, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, remove from them those difficulties that they are going through, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make it easy for them, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make it easy for them, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, they're going through so much of hardship, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, make it easy for them, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, most kind, most merciful. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, remove their difficulties and their hardships, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, there are people around the world that don't have any food to eat or drink, Ya Allah. Daily we waste so much of food, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, those people that are suffering, those people that have to drink dirty water, Ya Allah, those people that have nothing to eat, Ya Allah, grant them sustenance, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, grant them sustenance from your side, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, you have nothing to lose, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, you can give whoever, however much you want, Ya Allah. There's no one to question you, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, most kind, most merciful. Ya Allah, fulfill our needs, Ya Allah. Fulfill our needs of this world, Ya Allah. Fulfill our needs in the qabr, Ya Allah. Fulfill our needs on the day of Qiyamah, Ya Allah. Fulfill our needs in Jannah, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, in Jannah, Ya Allah, make us of those who will get to see your Mubarak, Ya Allah, we will get to see you, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make us of those that in Jannah we will be able and blessed to listen to you recite the Quran, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make us of those who will be Jannatis, Ya Allah. Make our families of those who will be Jannatis, Ya Allah. Make our children of those who will be Jannatis, Ya Allah. Make our brothers and sisters, our parents, our cousins, our uncles, aunts and relatives, Ya Allah, of those who will go to Jannah, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, test none of us with Jahannam, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, safeguard us from Jahannam, Ya Allah. Safeguard us from Jahannam, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, most kind, most merciful. Ya Allah, with whatever intentions we came here today, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, fulfill those intentions, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, with whatever desires we have in our heart, whether we ask for them, didn't ask for them, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, you know the condition of our hearts. Ya Allah, fulfill all of our du'as, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, most kind, most merciful, fulfill all of our du'a, Ya Allah. La ilaha illallah al-halim al-kareem. Subhanallahi rabbil arshil azim. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. اللهم إنا نسألك موجبات رحمتك وعزائم مغفرتك والسلامة من كل إثم والغنيمة من كل بر. اللهم لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة هي لك رضا إلا قضيتها ويسرتها يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما عافيت وقنا واصرف عنا ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك وإنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت. نستغفرك اللهم ونتوب إليك وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. اللهم اغفر لنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات وألف بين قلوبهم وأصلح ذات بينهم وانصرهم على عدوك وعدوهم. اللهم لعن الكفرة الذين يصدون عن سبيلك. اللهم لعن الكفرة الذين يصدون عن سبيلك. اللهم لعن الكفرة الذين يصدون عن سبيلك ويخوفون أولياءك. اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى. اللهم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر الاسلام والمسلمين والمؤمنين في كل مكان يا رب العالمين. اللهم ربنا زدنا علما نافعا ورزقا واسعا وعملا متقبلا ولسانا ذاكرا وقلبا خاشعا وشفاء من كل داء من كل داء وشفاء من كل داء. اللهم ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا. اللهم ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. اللهم ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. اللهم رب اجعلنا مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتنا ربنا وتقبل دعاء. اللهم ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم ارحم موتانا واموات المسلمين. اللهم يا قاضي الحاجات بحاجاتنا وحاجات المسلمين. اللهم انا نسالك من كل خير ما سالك منه نبيك وحبيبك وعبدك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ونعوذ بك من كل شر ما استعاذ منه نبيك وحبيبك وعبدك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. وانت المستعان وعليك البلاغ ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Everyone recite درود شريف. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. بفضل سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Just a quick thing, just going to do the collection now inshallah and do the forms, standing order forms before we set the food up and everything. So
we're still going with that.
And witr, of course, sorry.
Don't tell the brothers, don't go read witr, Sarah.
Yeah, let's read witr first and then we'll sort the food out. Yeah. So, Minam, are you around? Now, do me a favor. Can you get the lilla box, please? And just go around, please. So, Brother Ahmed is just going to give a quick breakdown of the finances where we are at the moment. And we'll have Minam coming around. And if anyone's got cash to put in, they can put in the till. And then I'll just grab hold of the forms. Is it possible if I can have a show of hands of people who need help with the forms? We can fill them in now. Got your details already? No? Okay, so I'll keep the forms there by the boxes. It's in the pouch, but I'll take them out. So as you go out, you can take them. But we'll come to that in a second anyway, yeah?
Dear respected brothers and elders, Mara's asked me to give a few words, just basically regarding our expenses. You know, a lot of people basically give money regularly, and a lot of people wonder sort of where does this money go. So Mara's asked me just to sort of briefly mention sort of what kind of expenses we have. We've got obviously quite a few expenses in terms of now, as of a couple what is it, few months back, the lease, when did the lease begin?
The lease started 2 years ago in April.
Okay. Basically, we've got the lease has begun now, so we have to make this payment regularly.
The lease started 2 years ago. Payments for rent started from this year, from April.
So here we go, this correction. Basically, the lease started 2 years ago, but rent has begun now as well. So basically, this is what's bringing the expenses a little bit higher. We've got telephone costs, the telephone for the masjid that runs basically all year round. We've got security, as you know, we've got an alarm system fitted, we've had a few burglaries, hence why we have to have the security system fitted. We've got salaries. Salaries are basically only given to the caretaker, whoever opens up the masjid and cleans up and stuff like that. Maulana has basically never taken any salaries from the get-go. But yeah, salaries, just to make clear, basically for the caretakers, and sometimes we have different sort of Maulanas that step into cover for Maulana to pray salah. And then we also have insurance on the building, which runs every year. We have you've got your utility bills as standard, as you would expect. And then this year we've had the consultancy fees as well because of all the building and planning that's been going on, which is brought that up quite high. And that's basically it. You know, we've basically gone through the expenses. Now, as a whole, in terms of what we've basically taken in lillah and basically expenses as well, we've fallen £4,000 into deficit. So we basically sort of got a shortfall this year. And because of this, we thought to ourselves that rather than sort of having a day where we have a donation and brothers basically come forth and give whatever money they can, alhamdulillah, this is brilliant, we do this anyway. But moving forward, if we have maybe some kind of standing order, so if everybody puts in place a standing order, even if it's £10, I think we sort of worked out that if 40 people gave £10 on standing order, that would cover that deficit. And this is what it is. We need to be able to have something in place that's going to keep the centre sort of flowing through into the years to come. When you think about it, if you're going to give money towards basically the running of the centre, then really you're going to be covering yourselves. Inshallah, you should be receiving benefits and the hasanat from the salah that takes place here, the madrasa that takes place. As you know, we have food banks, all these different things. If you're going to take part in sort of running of the centre, then inshallah we'll benefit from all of these different things that take place. There was previously a few brothers did ask, myself and they asked a few other brothers as well, that basically in a little while back, when all of this began, I'm fairly new, I've only been coming to this masjid maybe 2-3 years now. But alhamdulillah, there have been brothers that have been here right from the very beginning when Salah used to take place in Maulana's house. And a lot of brothers basically made a lot of effort and they went out and basically collected a lot of money. And a few brothers came forward to ask me and ask a few other brothers that the money that was collected, a while back and until now for a building, this money was collected so we could basically purchase the building. Now, as you all know, we've basically, alhamdulillah, we've been blessed with this building. It's on a lease, it's on a 123-year lease. And basically we have this building on lease, and inshallah there is potential in the future that we may be able to buy over this building. Hence why I've asked the question, and the question basically we've got a reply as that money is there to basically in the future, if it's a case where we can buy the building, then inshallah we'll buy the building. And if it's a case where maybe we find a more suitable building in the locality elsewhere, then again those funds are there to basically buy that building. But again, if anybody has any questions regarding this, then feel free. Again, it's absolutely not a problem to have a civilized conversation with Maulana. It's not a problem. As we all know, mashallah, the difference with this masjid I've found myself personally and many other masjids is you can approach whoever is in charge. You can basically take part. If you want to pull your weight, you can. It's very easily done. There's so many things that take place in the masjid. So many people come in selflessly. I've seen myself, some brother will just come in and think it doesn't look very clean today. You pick up the Hoover and start cleaning and stuff like that. So, alhamdulillah, it's a nice warm atmosphere, and it's never meant to be a place where it's sort of, you've got a dictatorship as such. Yeah? So, alhamdulillah, we all treat it like it's our own home. But in terms of anything else with regards to finances, I think that's about where we are. So like I said, the main thing is we're falling £4,000 short this year. Next year, to be honest, it's probably going to be a bit more because the rent is going to basically come in as well. So if all brothers can basically try and take this upon themselves.
Sorry if I can interrupt you there. If I can just interrupt Ahmed, sorry about this. We have one brother in the community who, the first 2 months rent the masjid paid, and this brother actually has come forward and he's taken responsibility for the remaining 10 months of the rent, and he's going to pay that himself, inshallah. So inshallah, water and those sort of things will be coming in now. We haven't had that. Even water, we've been here for over 2 years. We haven't paid a penny towards water. The water meter is being installed as we speak, and inshallah, that's all masajid you speak to, that is one of the highest bills is water. That's why we should make wudu at home. You get more sawab also, and you save the masjid from bills, inshallah. Sorry, jazakallah.
But if your wudu breaks, then feel free.
Okay, if your wudu breaks, sorry, I have missed on that one.
But again, just a point there is, if someone was to take on paying the water bill, for example, for every drop that's consumed in the path of Allah, they're going to get this swab for it. With anything else really as well, but just giving an example.
I think like Sayyid Maulana mentioned, basically, if there's anything in particular that brothers would like to take on, maybe speak to Maulana afterwards, that what's the expenses for whatever it is. It might be security you want to cover, insurance, it might be, there's quite a few expenses on this list. So if anybody wants to cover anything in particular, then again they can meet Maulana or Sayyid afterwards, and I guess they can cover this. But in short, if we can get 40 brothers, even if there's not the 40 in this congregation, but within our own family members, if we can raise 40 people to come forward and basically get this £10 worth standing order, more the merrier obviously. If we get any more than that, alhamdulillah. But if we can get 40, then alhamdulillah we'll be able to cover that deficit and we can keep sort of the centre moving forward. But yeah, jazakallah khairan.
ठीक है उसके बाद स्टार्टिंग